Ladies and gents, today we are back with another video. Earth 2, big news. So, as we all know, Shane has been cryptically hinting about when the twos align, big news is coming. And 44 minutes ago, Shane has posted Earth 2 Metaverse. So busy I did this video in the first and only take. Apologies for mistakes. Hashtag moving forward, hashtag more to come, hashtag we love our community, hashtag update, and a YouTube link. Now, I haven't watched this yet, so I'm going to be watching this with you guys for the first time live.
Dear Earth 2 players, I hope all is well and that
Oh my god, Shane has aged rapidly. What is going on? He also looks like he's held at gunpoint already. Like, you know those SAS missions where like they're held hostage and they have to like blink to let you know that they're being held hostage? Let's watch out for some blinks here.
Safe. This video should be posted later today on the 22nd of the 2nd, 2022. 22 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. I couldn't let today go past without releasing something, right?
That's all you've fucking done for the last year, so it wouldn't surprise me.
We'd have to wait another 100 years until another time even similar came close. Hopefully by that time, players could escape inside Earth 2 with the blink of an eye. But for now, let's just hope that the twos will align and carry the Earth 2 concept onto the places we all want it to go.
You can't tell me that this isn't a cult. There's no way.
I realize there are so many of you who wait patiently for the next piece of progress on Earth 2 every single day. And
This man is so horny for Earth 2, his nips are just popping out the shirt. Just look at them glorious bastards.
We as a team truly appreciate your patience and your support. So today, I wanted to do something a little out of the ordinary and share a sneak peek that will
He wants to do something a little out of the ordinary and actually give the players an update on what the fuck is going on. Which is very out of the ordinary, as I think we all know.
Convey some of the exciting plans we have for Earth 2 and how they are fitting together. As you would be aware, we do...
I'm calling it now. More gems, slightly different shaped hollow buildings, and potentially something about essence.
We have a number of copycats and competitors out there who watch us closely and make our lives very difficult behind the scenes. So we tend to keep our plans fairly quiet and close to our chests. Having said that, we feel we're getting close.
With how those nips are rocking up, if he keeps anything close to his chest, he's very likely to puncture it.
Closer to something a lot bigger now. So in a few hours' time, a link will appear on the Earth 2 landing page. And it will take you to a place where you can download a file that will provide you with a detailed update on things related to our Web3 transition, our roadmap, and a lot more. I'm sure there will be many talking points from details contained within this document, but I wanted to personally clarify a few short things before it goes live, hence this video. Firstly, the document is a draft. It is not completed and should not be interpreted as a white paper.
Right. If you're releasing a document that is meant to be used as a white paper, which is the entire point of this document, by the way, let's make no mistake about this. Don't then follow up by saying it's a draft and shouldn't be taken as a white paper, because you've defeated the entire purpose of telling anyone anything. This is a catch-all way of saying, this is what we're planning, but if we get backlash for it, it's not what we're planning. Just don't worry about it.
Whatsoever. It is a work in progress and should be considered as an indicative update at best. Secondly, there are parts that we are not sharing just yet in the document. We're not ready to disclose those parts yet. Another thing I would like to mention is that I have received pressure recently to do a public pre-sale on the token. A public pre-sale has the potential to make Earth 2 a lot of money. However, I honestly believe that this would not benefit the players and expose the token to unnecessary price action. My heart is with the players and the hundreds of thousands of you who are out there and supporting Earth 2. So even though we're looking at a supply cap of 5 billion, when the token goes live, it will
Fucking how much? Did you say 5 million or billion?
cap of 5 billion.
Oh my god, it's billion. Oh, this token's going to be worthless. Like, we're looking at the like 11th decimal here.
When the token goes live, it will only be with a circulating supply that is equivalent to the essence that players have earned inside Earth 2 at that time. That amount currently stands at about 112 million right now. So that is to say, all of the initial essence listed as a token will have been earned by the players. Earth 2 will...
I mean, okay, when he says it like that, that does make sense. You know, if it's a resource that needs to be, like, mined, for lack of a better word, then, or generated, or minted, I guess that makes sense. That is a sensible thing to do. I would have mocked him for doing the opposite.
Will be supplying the initial liquidity at the time of listing. And the only reason we would look at any surplus tokens would be to ensure further liquidity and market confidence if necessary, and only if necessary.
So basically, if your investment doesn't go to plan, Daddy Shane will manipulate that market with his excess essence and release it regardless of the fact that it wasn't earned. What an incredibly dumb thing to say. I mean, it makes sense to say it's your investors because they're looking to make money, nothing else. But from an economic standpoint, that is the stupidest thing you could say.
I would prefer to avoid it. Personally, I don't mind if it takes some time for the token to trade and move up in large volumes. We're not going to be sitting there watching it day to day, seeing what it's going to do. We have taken this direction for our community. Many successful Web3 projects took years to see any movement until their products started taking shape. Therefore, we will just keep building products along with the tech we're focusing on developing in the background, and I'm sure everything will come together.
I don't think it will.
The majority of the remaining tokens will be allocated for players via play-to-earn rewards inside of Earth 2. So the majority of essence that hits the exchange over time will come from gameplay and needs to be earned inside of the Earth 2 metaverse, not just acquired because someone has a lot of money and can get it in a pre-sale.
I just want to interrupt here for a second and say something that I hadn't realized during the recording of this, and it only really clicked with me afterwards. What Shane is proposing is a solution to stop people with large amounts of wealth from earning large amounts of essence and therefore being able to pump the price up. But he has circumvented this precaution, this measure he's put in place, by the fact that you earn essence passively, daily, through your ownership of land. So now, the only way to earn lots of essence, or any meaningful amount of essence, is to pump up your profile with copious amounts of land plots, which actually costs more than a pre-sale would have got them. So this isn't a move to... They're trying to play the good guy here, like, oh, we could make a lot of money off a pre-sale, but they could actually make a hell of a lot more money off not having a pre-sale and having the way to earn essence be through buying land. Clear and cut, plain and simple. They have circumvented their own countermeasures to make even more money. This is dumb. This makes no sense. Back to past tense Callum.
We want our players to be in there and to benefit from the ecosystem. This allocation will be earned by the players over many years to ensure the longevity and the stability of the Earth 2 metaverse. To build something like Earth 2, we need talent, the best talent, and we have big companies to compete with.
You do.
That's why we have a team allocation of tokens that will help us attract some of that talent and reward everyone, whether junior or senior, in the Earth 2 team who's building Earth 2 and that will periodically be vested over at least.
So this is something common in play to earn games or any crypto games. They allocate a set amount of crypto as almost like a share in the company to these developers. And what this does is it basically says, we know that this is worth nothing now. So these people have an interest in sticking around and making this into something because they only profit when you do. So that's a fair thing to do. It's a common thing to do. It makes sense. Now, I feel we're about to hear him say something more stupid in a minute because he's skirting around everything he's saying. He's not coming out just full tilt with what he's saying. It's like he's skirting around to lead up to something. So let's just continue.
It's a 36-month period.
Oh, sorry. Let me skip back because I missed that bit.
Periodically be vested over at least a 36-month period. This was not supposed to be a long message. I just wanted to say a few words before the document goes live. Remember, the document is a draft and may be subject to change. I want to thank you all for your dedication, creativity, and support. I'm so proud of what we have all created so far and what we will achieve together. I'm so honored to share this experience and journey with all of you. Finally, your feedback is very important to us. Which
is why they blank absolutely everything. Why Shane just takes jabs at anybody with criticism. Yeah, makes sense, mate. Makes sense.
Have set up a temporary email address which you can use to email us and provide us any thoughts or ideas you have around this document or anything else. That email address is feedback@earth2.io and will be open for the next 14 days. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this message. Keep safe, keep well, and I look forward to enjoying the next few months and onward together. Goodbye.
My God, Shane really has aged in the last year. He's been spending so much time in the metaverse that, you know, the acceleration of time in there has really just aged him. But not aged him well. He looks like a sensei that's... I don't know. I just really expect him to pull out some chopsticks and just really go for the eyes or something. I don't know.
The next few months and onward together. Goodbye.
Right, let's see what's going on with this website then. Okay, so the document is not yet released because of how quickly I caught this tweet. I will be adding at the end of this video when this document goes live, and we will look into it. But for now, I just want to talk about their stance on this. Now, they say they don't want to do a token pre-sale because it will cause the value to shoot up too high and then obviously crash with a big pump and dump. Makes sense, but, and there's a big but here, they technically are allowing you to do that anyway, because currently to gain essence, you need to own land in a closed system where the land never leaves the system. So people technically can buy the tokens. They just go in and buy a lot of land and then generate these tokens, not through playing, but through owning. So while that approach that he's mentioned makes sense from a financial standpoint, it's circumvented by the way they're doing things anyway, because they're doing it on the layer before. The layer before is you can buy as many plots of land as you want to therefore generate as much essence as you want. So they've circumvented their own precautions. It doesn't make sense. And I don't think many of the Earth 2 users have realized this yet, but they absolutely have circumvented it. So now I guess all we can do is I will check back in an hour and we will see what this white paper has to hold, because I'm genuinely really intrigued to see what their announcement actually is, because currently it's just another announcement that an announcement is coming. It's we're not releasing anything now, but this announcement serves as an announcement that we're going to announce something soon. I don't know. For you guys, it's going to be a matter of seconds. For me, I will be back in an hour. So, at this moment in time, Shane has not actually released the document still. And it's been a few hours. So, by the time this video goes live, well, hopefully he's released it, and we can take a look at it on stream live, which should be an absolutely joyous occasion. As always, a massive thank you to the patrons. You guys are absolutely awesome. If you guys want to keep up to date on the nonsense and the goings on in the NFT space, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. It is absolutely free. I promise I will not rug pull you with videos. So, yeah, it's a win-win investment. Not a financial advice, not financial advice. And I will see you in the next video.